Welcome back on another episode of 150 Bucks. Today is one of the most beautiful days. I want to start off with prayer. Peace, God. We thank you for waking us up this morning and allowing all the beautiful things of this world, the godly things of this world to exist. Thank you for the good and the bad, the right, the wrong, the problems, and the solvers. Thank you for all that you do for us on a daily, consistent basis, and I pray that you keep watching over all of us, and please allow no weapon used against any righteous to prosper. Please forgive us all for our sins and allow us to repent. We thank you for every single given day, good and bad, but bad days is not bad days, just character development. In the name of God, peace. Peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation. So today, I really want to get into, first of all, the weather right now. The weather is unexplainable. So basically, the government, rather if y'all want to believe it or not, the government is making clouds. So if you go on my page, Kami Light, you'll find where at the very top of the page, the government is creating clouds from a cloud machine. Now, this has been exposed for years now, for probably about longer than I had known. I've known about 3 years, but the video looked like it had been out for a long time. They are able to create clouds, rain clouds, snow clouds, whatever clouds they need to produce to cover up the sky so you don't see certain things. Now, right now, I'm literally watching the sky completely clear up. The snow clouds are going past and the sun is coming out because they're always trying to block the sun, because what does the sun do for black people? It charges us up. It gives us power just a small bit. As y'all can see, my skin glowing, and it's not glowing just because of the sun. I also did put coconut oil on, which is very healthy to the skin, but still be mindful of what y'all putting on y'all body. We're in very crazy times. It's like the weather is going up and down. It is November 24th, and it is the first or second time in November it has snowed. Snow isn't staying nor sticking. It's been raining more than it's been snowing. They say this is the hottest it has been in over 100+ years. So y'all just really got to start paying attention and looking at it for what it is. So the beauty in all of this is a clear sign that a change or a big shift in the world is coming to happen. Y'all looking at wars, election is coming up. For those who elect, hey, y'all better let me know. I don't care. They say don't tell nobody who you voted for. You better tell me. I want to know who you voted for. And then I know how to look at you. Now I'm playing. No matter who you vote for, it's all a done game. Anybody who knows about the Bible or Revelation, everything is in correspondence in its own given beautiful way. So it's all beautiful. It's not anything to be afraid or scared of. It's something for you to look at. Like, this is something that's supposed to happen for the greater good. This is not the end of the world, but this is the beginning of a new world. The ending of wickedness in the beginning for the righteous. And we should all look at life like that. Only way that you're going to look at it at the end of the world is if you have a wicked mindset, that the world is ending. There's nothing we can do about it, this, that, and the third. Well, change your mind and change your level of perception, how you perceive the world. So I really want to get into today the power of letting go. Now, we in the season of let it go. Like Frozen, let it go. Because especially the emotions, we must learn to be able to master our emotions. Mastering our emotions is so intelligent, but it's one of the hardest things to do inside of America, especially being an African American. Now, African American is just a term. We all gods, Anunnaki gods. Whatever level of God you want to call yourself at, we are all our own perception or just aspects or speck of dust of God. We're all just tiny personalities, and we are God trying to experience his own human creation as our own individuals. So as much as we're individual, we're all united. Because why? We all come from one source. I am not my body, but I am my spirit that operates the brain, that operates the body. So if somebody ever opened up my brain and picked open my brain, they will learn that there is nothing there that they can clearly say, this is the commander of the brain. It is something beyond comprehension or beyond science of how the mind and the body works. This is just simple comprehension of who the Most High is, the creator, the creation of all creations, he is everything and everything is him. the Almighty. So today I really want to get deep into letting go of a lot of different things, letting go of old seasons. Because why is it the season to let go? It's time for the leaves to fall down. It's time for people to go in the house, because the winter really not the best time for black people. And what's the most scariest part about it is, as I'm watching spray chemtrails, because the cloud cleared up, they're trying to um re fill up the sky with clouds. I see it clear as day. They already made videos revealing, exposing selves. It's not about us just assuming, but these are people who's doing it, coming out and admitting what they're doing. So it's time to let go, because why, with winter coming around, this is one of the most coldest seasons for black people, and black people, they don't really get along with winter as well as the other race. But this is also a time of adaptation. Learn how to adapt to all weathers, because why, especially for me being from Buffalo, New York, and Buffalo, New York is so wishy-washy. That's how people like to call the weather. It's a very wishy-washy weather. Nobody never knows if it's gonna be hot, cold, windy, snow. Nobody knows what it's gonna be. But all we do know is that you can prepare your mental for the unprepared. So you never know how cold it's gonna get. It can become a very bad, horrible storm out of nowhere, probably by today or tomorrow. I'm not gonna tell y'all, because why? They can simply. Why do you think that on the news they can tell y'all what the weather is going to be? It's like, in reality, back then nobody was able to tell or predict, but they had created this whole entire lie telling you that they created a machine that was able to predict what weathers were coming. Now that's not wrong, because there is machines able to predict the weathers that the government has set up for us to come. But y'all don't have to believe me. Do your own research. Look up storm cloud house, or storm cloud. I spaced it out wrong. Storm cloud house. Look that up. So, and then you'll find whatever you want. YouTube, this is the time of information. All the information is right there in front of your face, because we all about visualization, as I know. So with us being all about visualization, it's always a visual. Now, I could play a video and y'all can hear the man admitting and talking about, look behind me, you'll see a snowstorm, or how they could predict when it's gonna rain or when it's gonna snow. But at the same time, this is all just the openery of let go of what you used to know and open up your mind to the new possibilities of what's been in front of you this whole entire time. We live in a generation that's very closed/open-minded. As much as it's evolved, it's devolved souls. It's yin and yang. And as a Libra, I know that I understand the balance within the world. Now, I haven't been really doing things in the videos, because I have been outside in the world gaining information to be able to share with the people correctly in a manner where it benefits all of us. So I want y'all to understand, with the season of let go, y'all got to start to let go old friends, because they serve you no longer. They no longer serve a purpose for you. You got to let go of old jobs. They might not be treating you the best, or you might be seeing the way that they treat other people. It's okay. Feel free. If y'all look up on YouTube, there's a video saying a message to the unvaccinated. So I want everybody to go and check that out. The message to the unvaccinated people. Y'all are very strong people. When the whole world was against y'all, when everybody was gathering at that dinner table and they denied you, when you had to go alone, not because you wanted to, but because it was meant to build you and get you stronger. You are one of the strongest people in this world, because even when the whole world was against you, you have yet to go against yourself and allow anybody to persuade you to do that. Also, it is official. The mark of the beast is on the horizon. It is coming. The mark of the beast. So what is the mark of the beast? The mark of the beast is either in the right hand. I don't know why they're saying in the forehead, but the right hand. I could take my hand and I could scan it at the scanner, and I will be able to purchase anything that I want. So without the mark of the beast, you can't purchase from food stores. You can't purchase from clothing stores. Any store you can think of that's purchasing is no longer going to be a money currency. This is the next phase that's coming soon. Now, I can't tell you how soon, give you a date, how many years, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. But truth be told, it's already happening. It's a video of a white lady who was at a counter, and she said, well, all I got to do is put my hand there. But what they do is, that's propaganda or that's information put out there to persuade you to go and do it, because you know how black people is. Oh, I don't need no car no more. I could just swipe my that shit raw as hell, cuz let me go and get that. You know how we do it, and that's the problem. We always so busy trying to sit at a dinner table of someone else's instead of create our own dinner table for our own selves. We always wear other people's clothing line. We always in other people's houses. We always in other people's land. But we never thought to ourselves, let's really do for ourselves as a whole collective. Now, shout out to the people who are doing it on a small scale, and I'm sorry that everybody who you have tried to bring along with you is always against you, because you are the Jesus of your story. You are the Yeshua of the story. You are the one who God has chosen to elevate and push past what we can comprehend. Now, another thing that's very important to be aware of is right now, the more intelligent you become, the less people will like you, because you will be elevating and they will be mad because they want to stay down here and you want to go up to the top of the mountain. And they're too afraid, but they won't tell you how afraid they are to get to the top of the mountain. So what they do is they try to manipulate you and make you feel wrong for wanting to go ahead and lead them. But y'all got to start looking at it like this. Accept them for where they want to be at, but don't allow them to push onto you where they think you should be at. If you know you should be at that top of the mountain for your sole purpose, let your spirit guide you. But don't let other people tell you where to go, how to feel, how to think, what to do. It's your life. So I'm learning this in my current relationship as well. It's no matter how much you think you're doing the best thing for somebody, you could do this with parents, do this, friends do this, people in relationships do this, jobs do this. As much as they think that they're doing whatever is best for you, you still have to listen to self. And what do I mean by self? I mean the God voice inside of you, because I believe we have three voices: the devil, the devil, self, and God. So self being the name of God, because God is self. He is everything. He is united. But in that scenario, the devil, self, God, and y'all, the difference between the voices is that devilish voice will try to persuade you. It will always be the loudest talker. It will always say intrusive thoughts. But that God will be still strong and firm with his decision. And he'll watch and see if you go with that decision. So you'll always get the end result, because every cause has an effect if y'all pay attention to life. If y'all really look at yourself and study yourself. Subconsciousness is the sub for your consciousness. It is going to get autopilot. Stop going into your subconsciousness and remain conscious. Another beautiful thing that I have noticed about this life is things don't always go the way you want it to be. You could see things planning out the way you want it to be. It's okay if it don't go that way. If it fails, try all again on another time, but overall, do not stress yourself out worrying about things you cannot control. It's a thing that I've been doing my whole life, stressing myself out about things I cannot control. Rather, if I believe, because it's all about a belief versus a knowing, because God knows people believe what is right for another person. Because what may look wrong for another person may be right for them. You never know. It's like with a mother and a father. A mother, if a baby falls down, she's going to cater and go to the baby. And she's going to hold the baby. That's her mother's nature. If a baby falls down, the father, a real man, he's going to say, get up. No, don't help her up. Allow the baby to get up. Don't help him up. Allow him to get up. And say that the mother is going to think she's right for what she's doing. And the man is going to think the same thing. He's right for what he's doing, because they have two different perspectives or belief on what they think something should be. Y'all got to start to understand and see things for what they are. Accept that life is uncontrollable at a level of things are random. Life is so random. You never know if today might be your best day or your character development day. You never know who God may put in your path. You never know who the devil may try to put in your path to stop you. You never know what spiritual warfare you're going through until you become more conscious, not subconscious. Stop trying to tap into your subconsciousness, because what is subconscious? If I'm sitting in the car and I'm thinking deep in thought, but I'm steadily driving on the road, my subconsciousness has subbed in for my consciousness, and now I'm driving the autopilot. So I'm gonna leave that example right there. Now, a lot of y'all ask me, okay, where do you get your information from? We in a time of technology. I get a lot of my information from different technologies, but discernment is a very big key, knowing that 90% of the news that is put out, well, this is not 100% true. We're actually in a time of a lot of true information getting put out, but 90% of information being put out is false information. So you have to have discernment to see the 3 lies and the 1 truth within that lie. Because one thing about the enemy, spiritual law, universal law, they must tell the truth, but it doesn't stop the devil from being able to twist it with lies. He can tell the truth, but he twists it with lies. So you have to have discernment to see through it, to know what is right, what is wrong. I'm beyond grateful to be alive today. I never thought that I could make it this far. Make it as far as my achievements, the people I've met, the people I've lost, the people that believed in me, the people who hated me out. See, one thing I could say about my life is my friends never got me as far as my haters. My friends never got me as far as my enemies. The devil always got me closer to God more than my friends ever could, because my friends was always comfortable where I was at. The devil did not like me where I was at. And I had to look at it like this. Okay, if the devil don't like me, that means I'm doing something right. If the devil pissed off on me, that means I'm doing something right. If people don't like me, if people are Xing me out, if people leave me, if people stay, I'm doing something right. Y'all gotta start looking at everything and being like, okay, it's good. Somebody left, that's good. You lost a job, that's good. You got a job, that's good. You working by yourself, that's good. You homeless, that's great. That's great. Always look at the good things and things, because why? You never know what good possibilities. It's all a mindset and an attitude. Same thing with faith. Okay, that's good, keep your faith. That's good, keep your faith. Oh, we going down the rating in the business. All right, that's good, keep your faith. This is good, keep your faith, because it's all about faith. If y'all ever pay attention to your whole spiritual aspect of life, it's always been about faith. Nothing more, nothing less. Every time you get into the future, you're in the now. So there's no true such thing as the future as much as the future exists. You're in the future as much as you're in the past, because when you were in the past, you were in the now. Now you're in the present. This is the very now. So I'm, as much as I am in the beginning of time and before the beginning of time, I am in the end of time, and I am in the future of time as much as I am in the present of time. But you will have to comprehend what that means. I am my father, I am my ancestors, I am everything, and I am everyone. Spirit doesn't work the way that the physical bodies work. This is just the avatar, a temple that I must take care of and protect and grow and elevate. But it is not my spirit that is capable of unlimited things. I am one of the only people that I know that go to sleep and have lucid dreams and remember them vividly, have control. I can remember last night, I was running in and out of a neighborhood, and I kept running into this one brother's house, and he was cool with it, like he wasn't stressing it out. So then I ended up going into his living room, and I was like, all right, I'm about to go out the door. I came in and out of his house 3 times. For whatever reason in the dream, I came in and out of his house 3 times. Then by the 4th time, he wasn't nowhere to be found. But when I ran out the 3rd time, I was ready to fly away. But something in my body was like, yo, hold on. I want to be able to show them I know how to fly. Now, this man had a lot of patience for me, because in my dream, I was being inconsiderate. I was just being a free spirit. So I flew back to the window. It was his grandma, and it was 2 baby girls in the house. And I asked, she said, no. I said, could you tell, I forget his name, that I'm here waiting for him. And I went to the front. He was outside in the front. It's like, phases, and then people just appear. He wasn't in the front at first when I went. He was on the porch and he was smoking. Now, I wanted to show him. He like, bro, you can't just keep. Matter of fact, give me a number, bro. Let me see give me a number, cause And even in my dream, I didn't have a phone. So I'm like, I don't even have a phone. Just add me on Facebook. He like, all right, what's your name? I told him my name. And then he looked at me. He had a big nugget of weed. He broke it. He tried to give it to me. Now, in my dream, I told him, I said, no, I'm okay. I said, right now, I said, I quit smoking. And I learned how to quit smoking through fasting. At first, he was laughing, but then he took me serious because he understood that I was genuinely serious about it. I said, maybe one day I might start smoking, but as far as right now, it ain't no time soon. Then after that, my brother Messiah was in my dream. I ended up meeting up with my brother Messiah and my older brother. We ended up going back to his house, and he happened to live with the dude. So then I'm like, oh shit, I'm back for the 5th time. I'm back for the 5th time. So I'm in the house. Then he had like he was playing old school music. He was chilling on the porch. Then when we went in the room, I guess they shared a room or something. He was playing old school music, and we were chilling in there. And then eventually he dipped. So when he ended up dipping, we was playing the game, and I remember this one. It was a Green Lantern character that I swore in my dream I remember from a kid, but now I'm in this realm, I don't remember it. So I tried to play it, but then we didn't play it because prior to that, me and my brother was playing GTA Online together, but we were actually the GTA characters. That was the funny part about the dream. We were playing GTA Online as the characters, and I also remember before all of this happened, it was a point in my dream where it was this I had powers, but these people were not trying to let me go. And I've been through this dream time and time again. My powers work like this. I can fly for X amount of time, but when I overthink it, my powers stop out of nowhere. And when I land and hit the floor, it's like I know I'm about to hit the floor, but it don't hurt as much as you would believe it could hurt. So then once I land, they catch me, then boom again. So I got to this point where I started flying, and I'm trying to mentally control my flying power as much as possible. Now, this dream happened before, so-called dream, other realm, other world. I've been here before. This dream has happened before, and I'm trying to fly and go away. I can only fly at a certain level from off the floor. I was trying to fly to the top of a roof, and a man, he was watching me, so then he trying to climb up the ladder, and I kind of, what we like to call juke, I kind of juked him, and I went the opposite way. And when I went the opposite way, I flew and I went around the corner. And then I tried to, as quick as possible, tried to find a cab, and then, a taxi. And then people asked me like, hey, you not from around here? And I was like, me speak no English. I'm playing it off though. I know I speak English, but in the dream, I'm playing it off. And then all you hear in the background is a car, like a taxi honk. So then I remember in a previous dream while I'm in the middle of it, oh yeah, that taxi, that's for me. Let me go and hop in that taxi. And I don't remember hopping in it. I did hop in the vehicle and I got away. And that's where it kind of led into the GTA dream of being in a... And it's always these shifts. And when I wake up, I force myself to go back to sleep to go back to where I left off. Now, growing up, that was one of my biggest things I tried to do my entire life. So it's like, this is what I mean by I see things and I see dreams. And this is how I know that I'm a special being, because the level of, I can remember 10 different dreams right now in this second. Worlds that, it's like in a video game, like being inside Kingdom Heart, or being in Mario World, Super Mario World, where you can pick the galaxy you want to go to. And I will be able to pick the galaxy I want to go to. Now, I don't know the process going into a dream. It's like it happens in the speed of light, like how a UFO, it jumps time and it's in a new universe. I don't know how that works, but I know for sure it takes a certain amount of level of time, depending on the energy, the mindset, and that shows what type of dream I'm going to have. Now, all my dreams gonna be peaches and creams, but it damn sure be memorable. Now back to the art of letting go. We also gotta let go of our emotions, especially in relationships. God has been putting me in this big test of mastering my emotions over somebody who has to master their own emotions, because How does he test me? He tests me through a emotional person. So if I cannot lead by example, I can't lead. So if every time someone else gets emotional and I get emotional, who am I helping? I'm not helping even myself nor the other person. I need to learn how to be unemotional. Even if someone is trying to force this projection on me, you are being emotional. I need to keep emotional intelligence enough to know self, because a psychopath is someone who understands, who can manipulate you with the word and tell you that, oh no, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're this, that, and the third. But when you're wise, you're able to see through that, to see that that's just how they feel about themselves and how they think about themselves. But they're trying to manipulate you to have their perception of yourself. You have to be able to have discernment. Not everybody in this world is as sane as they put on that mask. It's a mask when people put on. This is why I'm my most authentic self, and it's weird to people. People find it weird. Nah, bro, ain't nobody like you. Nah, bro, you be doing that. But I look at it like I'm the most best version of myself I could ever possibly be, and I'm appreciative of it because I'm not trying to be the next man anymore. I was once that young kid who tried to be like everybody else around me but myself. And when I became myself, it shows me how much, if somebody don't accept me, I don't need them in my life. If you can't accept me for who God had created me to be, then cool. I don't need you in my life, and I respect it. Because why? I'm learning how to let go and understand that people are entitled to their own opinions and perception of life. And you can't get too caught up in how they see themselves or how they see life, or you'll put yourself in a predicament where your emotions will overflow you. Yeah, I want to be able to control and tap into in and out of different emotions. Being able to tap into anger, into joy, into happiness, into calmness, into peace. It's called self mastery, emotional intelligence. See, it's the difference between emotional versus emotional intelligence. When I'm emotionally intelligent, I'm able to put my emotions to the side to understand that even though I feel some type of way, or even though I'm feeling empathetic to what you're going through, I still am intelligent enough to put my emotion to the side to give you the correct response that you need. When you're emotional, you go focused and based off self, and you don't put anyone else before you. You put yourself before everything else, and if things don't go that way, you're ready to go in all hell. And this is things we need to stop. These are things we need to control about ourselves. We need to let loose. We need to understand how powerful we are and as beings, and we are not our flesh that we get too caught up in. Especially with men, with women, stop getting too caught up in the physical body and form of a woman, because it's all about her spirit. If her spirit ain't beautiful, if you can't fill up her cup, or if she don't want to fill up her cup. And another thing for empaths, stop filling up other people's cups with your water that you just got filled with. Like Derek said, allow your cup to overflow. So once it's overflowing, you can take their cup, and you're forever in an abundance of overflowing energy. Your energy is forever overflowing, so now you can fill their cup because you're overflowing. But don't every time you get full, you pour all that you just got into that person. No, stop that. Stop doing it. So I hope this was a beautiful message for everybody. I just want y'all to understand, like, this life shit crazy. Crazy is the level of perception, how you heard that. This life shit crazy. It's not something, it's not nothing you've seen in a movie or video game. Like, everything mimics this real life. Everything that you see mimics this real life, but this real life is even more beautiful than anything that you can imagine. Just when you look at it for what it is. Like, literally, we're able to, it's a lot of beautiful things we're able to do in this world. Like, man, if y'all just look at it from a different lens, instead of looking at it like it's hard work and enjoy what you're doing, or instead of it's like for working out. You don't want to work out because you're angry or about something. You want to enjoy what you're doing. And I have to tell myself this: if I'm gonna work out, it has to be an enjoyment, or I'm not gonna have that drive and ambition. My ambition can't be anger from me. It has to be perception. I have to have the most beautiful perception in order to be one of the most powerful person, because it's not about physical form. the the people who create the world based off ideas and how they perceive and how they think. So I want y'all to start challenging yourself and start to think better, act better, and do better. I love y'all. Peace and paradise to all the gods and goddesses. Have a wonderful day.